From right field on the south side of Chicago, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the Chicago White Sox. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set now, and getting the start for the White Sox, Drew Thorpe. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trusted, and really go after hitters, not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. And that's downstairs. And we're underway. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
On the ground, right side. Sosa gets it to first. 1 out in the top of the first. And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez.
And that's in for a strike. And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. Randy Arozarena up next for the Mariners.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
There's the strike up high, and it's 0-1. Up the middle. That's a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth, first baseman
Alec Burleson up next for the Mariners. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
A couple of singles back to back. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Luis Robert now swings and blasts one deep to left center. And this one looks like trouble. 1 run is in. Coming home. The relay, he'll score. 2 runs are in, and they take a 2-run lead.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. Just off the inside edge. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's a ball and a strike. Foul ball.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Comebacker to the mound. Throws to first. They limit the damage here. Back at right field and taking the ball for Seattle, Logan Gilbert. Singing, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, you know, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Mike Tauchman, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And a breaking ball misses outside. Close, but called the ball. And that's ball three.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So a man at first. Now the number 2 hitter. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Bangs off the wall.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Against good pitchers, you got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
Andrew Vaughn swings through it for strike one. Oh, 1 now. Gets the slider in there for a strike. 2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out. That misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out. Andrew Benintendi up to the plate.
He's done a great job making contact recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Tap foul at the plate. 2nd and 3rd, 1 away. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 2-2. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. 1 runs in. Now the 2nd run is in. We are tied at 2.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And now Miguel Vargas. Ball 1 there. Vargas went deep in his most recent game. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at second. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Tied up here in the early going. That missed by a lot. Now 2-2.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The 2-2. In the dirt, but kept close. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting six.
And up next for Chicago, Brooks Baldwin. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Late with the swing there.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Missing inside. 1-2 to count. And that's downstairs and outside. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. Third home run of the season. It's 4-2. So 2 away with nobody on. So up next for Chicago, Michael A. Taylor. And there's a foul ball.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
And here it comes.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
He swings and fouls one off. Here's a 2-2. That misses off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Back here on the south side, new inning getting started, and stepping in for the Mariners, Brandon Lowe. Thorpe back to work. Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box.
Ouch, that one got him. First and second, no outs. And up next for Seattle, Dylan Moore.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games. He gave up a couple of runs in the first. His offense picked him up. It's time for him to settle in now and throw up some zeros on that scoreboard.
Now this is in the air down the line. Tauchman sizes this one up. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Grounded out his first time. And that's too high.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count 1-1.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
On the ground, could be 2. Tosses to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. And now for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Ford at second with 2 down. Ground ball to the right side, and that chance handled. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Here on the south side, bottom of the second. Here's Corey Lee.
Corey Lee.
Fought off foul. Lee will handle the catching duties in this one. In the 8th spot in today's lineup, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swing and a pop-up. Loud. And it's caught for the out. Here's Mike Tauchman.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that till his next at bat.
In for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Inside, almost got him.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 3rd inning. Now it's Randy Arozarena. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, these Mariners doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now it's 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
2-2.
Inside. And now it's 3-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Popped up. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. And here's the first baseman, Alec Burleson. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Just missed.
That's a ball. 1-0.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. And there are 2 outs. So here's Robert now. Doubled his first time.
Right fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Tauchman snags it, and that'll do it. And we're back.
And
Here's the
leading
third
off for the
baseman,
White
Josh
Sox,
Rojas.
Third baseman, Josh Rojas.
And a pitch. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
You know, these White Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've played at 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Andrew Vaughn now.
Designated hitter, Andrew Vaughn.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs, and hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Line to left. And foul ball.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Now it's 3-2. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Robert brings it in with a nice running grab.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Benintendi stands in now and watches strike one. And misses inside. 2 out, space is empty. What a stop. Gathers and throws, and very nicely done for the out. Back at right field. Start of the fourth. Now it's the DH, Jose Altuve. Out in front and foul to the left side. Next offering is fouled back. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And that should quiet this home crowd. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 4-4. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here's the second baseman, Brandon Lau. Pitch misses inside. Ball one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Back there. Grabs it right up against the wall. And now, Harry Ford.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one. This to third. Rojas throws on to first. And that's an out. Here's Dylan Moore.
Now batting, third baseman, Dylan Moore.
To third. Makes the sliding stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. Bottom four, and now the first baseman, Miguel Vargas.
First baseman, Miguel Vargas.
First pitch misses.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
2-0.
Tied at 4. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. So digging in, Brooks Baldwin. He's already homered here in this one. And that's a little bit high. And that is ball 1. Bounce towards the hole at short. On the run, throw to first, and he gets him. Nicely done. And next to hit for the Sox, Michael A. Taylor. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. There's the strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2. One and 2.
That one misses. 2-2. That to right. Robert on the move. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here on the south side, and now the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Thorpe back to work. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, these Mariners doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Down the line. And that's a foul ball.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Sosa fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down. Julio Rodriguez digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one. Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Randy Arozarena, the next to hit, 1 for 2. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Man at first, 1 away. Just missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else.
Rudder takes off, pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 3.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Late swing fouled off.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Out to short. Whips it across. They get the out on Arozarena. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Alec Burleson up next for the Mariners. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. In there at the knees for a strike.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Here on the south side, and now the catcher comes up to him. Corey Lee. That's off the mark, and that's ball one.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Tied at 4. Pop up here, third base side. Moore under this one. And there's one away. And here is Sosa to the plate.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics. Instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Swinging a foul straight back. Curve in the dirt.
2 strike.
That's outside. And the count now even up. And there's a ball. 1 out, base is empty. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
It's not easy laying off that pitch. It's designed to fool you, but he just wasn't fooled at all.
Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White Sox. He is struck out, and he is walked. That pitch gets the corner. That's strike 1. And he takes a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing, and he popped it up. Moore makes the grab, and there's 2 away. Here's Josh Rojas.
Third baseman, Josh Rojas.
Swing, a high fly ball, deep left field. That's back there. And makes the grab. That is the inning. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, number 64.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert.
Luis Robert Jr.
And the first offering, a fastball for a strike. Swings through that one, out in front that time. Struck him out swinging. Slider got him for strike 3. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. He's already homered in this game. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Just missed. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. And a foul ball. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His second home run of the game. Just like that, they move in front. It's 5-4. One down. Lau at the plate. In for a strike. 0-1. And that one upstairs, ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Good job to fight that one off. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
2 outs, base is empty.
Ford.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Harry Ford. And that misses. 1-0.
No strike.
On the ground to third, and it goes just foul. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Vargas makes the play, and that is that. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Trent Thornton.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And now the DH, Andrew Vaughn. And he deals. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Inside. And that's ball 2.
2 balls, no strike.
And that one fouled off. And that one off the outside edge. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. In the air, left side. Arozarena sizing this one up. Makes the grab, 1 away. Benintendi up here. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first. That's through there for a strike. Now 1-1. White Sox down a run.
No, that's
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
That's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's inside. White Sox down a run. That's hard hit on the line. Base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Vargas at the plate now, and that's inside. With the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the sixth. Here's a 1-1.
2-1.
And that's a little high.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Booth.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Booth.
Liner snagged it first. Takes it to the bag himself, but he's back in time. And up next for Chicago, Michael A. Taylor. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's under it. Squeezes it. And that is the inning. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Edward Bizardo.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And now for Seattle, Dylan Moore.
Third baseman, Dylan Moore.
Popped up. And a foul ball. That's down and in.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball right side. He'll do it himself. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Up and in. It's 2-2. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one missed.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 2nd out. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. 1 for 3. That is upstairs for ball 1. And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Sliced hard but foul. On the ground, right side. And that's just foul. And he chases that one. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3.
pitching for
We're
Seattle.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the
30.
seventh. Pete Fairbanks.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, one-run game. Now, here is Corey Lee.
Corey Lee.
And the slider just misses.
1-0.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 1-2.
Ball.
Slider misses outside. And the tying run is on base. Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. That's to third. Moore over to Lau. Back to first, and that is a double play. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Mike Tauchman.
The 5-4-3 double play is a gem in baseball, and how can you not appreciate the skill and practice it takes to make this look so easy? Great work by the infield.
Swing and a ground ball. Crawford throws to first in time. Tauchman is gone. That ends the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Gus Varland.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Well, one-run game. Down the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. Varland, 28 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. Next pitch, not close, up high.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. In time to get him, one away on the strikeout. Alec Burleson getting ready to hit.
For Seattle, first baseman Alec Burleson.
Out to center. Taylor sizes this one up. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Luis Robert Jr. will hit next.
Right fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fouled off left side. And ball 1.
Whoa.
And a swing and a miss. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning.
Yeah, who that in the whip? Yeah, you know it's me. You can't stop my shine. I'm just doing me. Yeah, I'ma take a
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, JoJo Romero.
He's thrown the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
So digging in, Josh Rojas.
And leading off to the White Sox, third baseman Josh Rojas.
On the ground right side. And he handles it himself for the out. And the batter now, Andrew Vaughn.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in a ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Headed towards the corner. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Missed with a changeup. And the count even 1-1. And that skips into dirt. In the air, right field. Got it. Really had to move for that grab. And there's 2 down. Been intending to the plate.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That's in there. And that one way outside. Now 3-1. And the tying run is on base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Vargas in now, takes ball 1 off the plate.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself. Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Breaking ball inside. And now it's 3-2.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And it's through for a hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Just one of those at-bats you almost hate to see come to an end. There's nothing cheap about the way he got.
So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Andres Munoz.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So the tying run in scoring position now. And now here is Brooks Baldwin. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. And that's in for a strike. And 1-2. Slow roller up the middle. They get the force. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity. We go to the ninth. In now is the Mariners DH,
Leading off
Jose
for the Mariners,
Altuve.
The designated hitter, Jose Altuve.
Varland back to work. There's the strike. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. And now it's Brandon Lowe. And that is cut on and missed. And that's strike one.
No ball. One strike.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Next one misses. And the count 1-2. And that's in the dirt. Founds another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher,
Now
Harry
batting.
Ford.
Catcher, Harry Ford.
Close
And
one,
ball.
doesn't get the call. And that is ball one. And there's the strike. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. That one pushed foul.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
The next offering misses. And the count is even 2-2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Everything came together for him. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Digging in, Dylan Moore. Fouled off. He was late. That one finds the zone. 0-2 now. Ball one there.
1 ball. 2 strike.
And that one upstairs. Stays alive. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And we're back.
And
Leading off, Michael A. Taylor.
Center fielder.
So important to stay within yourself, especially for this hitter. Not known to be a power guy or a home run hitter. He needs to set the table by getting on with a walk or a base hit.
Swings and misses.
0-1.
That's strike one. That one's upstairs, ball one.
1-1.
Shortened the bunt and missed it. And the count 1-2. Struck him out looking. Frozen with the heater at the knees. He's 2 outs away. And here's the catcher, Corey Lee. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. First pitch misses.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And fouled off.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
This one popped up. Moore brings it in. And there's 2 down. White Sox down to their final out. And now Lenny Sosa. And that is out of play. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Next offering down low and in the dirt. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Mariners hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
Lo que te espera.